YouTube, what's going on? It's Nappers here, and today we're going to show you how to start your first stream in 2020. Alright, it's January 1st, it's 2020. You got some New Year's resolutions. You think to yourself, hey, I'm gonna do this thing I've always wanted to do. I'm gonna do some new stuff. And maybe that new thing is you wanna start streaming, whether it be Twitch, Mixer, YouTube, Facebook, but you wanna do it. Ninja flossing on New Year's last year came up in your feed last night, and you thought, I wanna be like that guy. Maybe you saw Nick Merck's new stream room, and you're like, ooh, I want that, I like that, but you don't know where to start. You have no idea what OBS is, you have no idea how to get it to your Twitch account, you don't know any of that stuff. Well, guess what? You're in luck, because today I'm gonna show you how to do all that stuff. Okay, first things first, I'm gonna need you to download OBS. I'm gonna put a link to the website in the description. Go down there, download it for your Windows, your Mac, or Linux. Will you use that stuff? I don't know, but it's on there. And then you're also gonna obviously have to have a Twitch account, Mixer, YouTube, Facebook, whatever platform you're gonna stream on. I'm gonna use Twitch for example, because that's what I stream on. By the way, you can find the link to my stream in the description below as well. Come drop a follow, say hi. Now let's go over to the computer. I'll show you what you gotta do. Okay, you're gonna download and install OBS. This is the program that you're gonna broadcast and record with. This is what puts it to your Twitch. This is the main hub of your streaming. So you're gonna open it up, it's gonna look like this. There's gonna be a little window that says auto configure. I just closed that so I can make it full screen, but you can still get back into it through the settings. So if you close it by any chance, you can go up here, tools, auto configuration wizard, and we'll go optimize for streaming recording as secondary. Next. So here you're gonna pick your resolution and your FPS. This is kind of based on your computer and what you have, but for my computer, I have a pretty good one, so I can run 1080p and 60 FPS. You might have to go down to 720 though, not the end of the world, and you might have to put it on 30, but obviously the best is 1080, 60. So we're gonna go 60, use current monitor, we'll go next. We stream on Twitch, so we're gonna go that, and then now is where you have to connect your account and use your stream key. So you're gonna hit use stream key, you're gonna come to your Twitch page, your Twitch account that you just made. You're gonna click the little icon up here, this is your display picture. Come down to settings, go over to channel and videos, and right here, this is your stream key. This is what links your OBS to your Twitch. This is how it knows what account to broadcast to. Don't show this to people. This is how they can gain access to like your own stream. So just leave that on like that, hit copy, copied, go back here to OBS, paste, and then this prefer hardware encoding, this is a big one. So OBS has to encode your video, and this is what kind of takes up the bulk of the work from your computer. So it can either use your CPU to encode, or it can use your GPU to encode. If you have this prefer hardware encoding, use your GPU to encode. That way leaving your CPU that much more room to stream and run the game. And if you have a newer graphics card, a RTX NVIDIA one, like 2060, 2070, 2080, there's actually a separate little thing in the graphics card that does this encoding, so it doesn't even take up that much more resources on your GPU. So for most people, you're gonna prefer hardware encoding. We're gonna leave that like that. Estimate bitrate with bandwidth test. So your bitrate really depends on your internet. It's gonna vary accordingly to you. I can stream on about 5,000 or 6,000 bitrate. You could be lower, but that will do its own thing too, and we'll go into that a little bit more later. And now it's doing its auto configuration. It's testing the bandwidth so it can figure out what bitrate it needs to stream at. Okay, so here's what its results are. So we're streaming to Twitch, obviously. Bitrate 6,000, so that's because I have a good internet. You might be lower. The bitrate kind of shows how smooth your stream is and how laggy it is. Obviously FPS matters, but also your bitrate matters a lot too for how laggy it is for the viewers and just how overall smoothness of it. Encoder, we got hardware NVENC. So NVENC is the GPU one I told you about. X264 is your CPU one. So for most people, NVENC is what you're gonna want. I would say almost use it for everybody. Recording quality, this is kind of its own thing. High quality, medium file size, and obviously 1080p like we said, and 60 FPS. So we're gonna go apply settings. So now that we have all our settings done, we're gonna start putting in sources and scenes, and that's what gives you all your gameplay and your camera. So you're gonna come down here to the bottom left where it says scene. So scene is like your overall, what you're broadcasting. So you could have multiple scenes where like say one scene, your camera's in the bottom left, and there's some text on the screen. Another scene is camera's in a completely different spot, different text up in the thing. So most people are gonna just go one screen. Maybe they'll have a starting screen, maybe they'll have like a be right back screen. But for now, we just have this very first screen. You're gonna come sources, and this is what you have like your webcam, your game. So this is individual things that are on the actual screen. So the very first thing we're gonna add is you're gonna add your screen, obviously, so you can see your game. I always use display capture. Some people say use game capture because display capture doesn't run as good, but I have honestly never had problems with it. And I also like to show my screen sometimes if I'm showing people things on the internet, showing maybe a YouTube video. So for myself, I use display capture, and you can rename it. We'll put PC screen. Create new. Okay, so here's my screen. This is obviously what it is. Display number 1, 1080. Capture cursor, we want that on. Hit OK. So obviously it's just an infinite loop of itself because it's obviously looking at a picture of itself. So right now we're just gonna hit this little eye down here to make it invisible. That way we don't have to deal with that. And honestly, right there, you could start. You don't need a webcam. You don't need anything else. But obviously a lot of you are gonna like a webcam. So we're gonna put a webcam in. Okay, now we're gonna add a webcam. So you're gonna come back down to sources. Click on the plus, video capture device. We're gonna create a new one. We're gonna call it webcam. And then here, your device, this is where you're gonna find your webcam. So I have a C922 webcam, just put that. So resolution FPS type, I like to put it to either 1080p or 720. That way it's just 16:9, so it looks nice and aspect ratio, right? I think that's the right word to say. Custom. We're gonna come down here and we're just gonna go 1920x1080. Okay, so it takes up the full screen. So we're gonna resize this. So you see these little red dots here? You're gonna want to drag and drop these, but the key is you hold control and you drag this. That way it keeps it vertical and horizontal the same way, so it stays in the 16:9 aspect ratio. You click on it, drag it down wherever you want. If you want to adjust these, just hold shift and you can go more so or less so. So I like to keep it like 16:9, like I said. So we got that there. And then if you turn your PC screen back on, that would basically be your whole stream. It's gonna make everything blank again, so it's not distracting. You're gonna want to go into your settings. You're gonna go to audio. So desktop audio is default. That means it's capturing the sound at your PC the way you have it set up in your audio settings. And for mic auxiliary audio, this is where your microphone's obviously gonna come through. So if your default on your computer is set to whatever microphone you use, say it be a desktop mic, XLR mic, or just a headset mic, it'll be that. If it's not set to default, you just come down here and you pick what you want. So basically, I use the audio interface, a Focusrite USB one, and it has a microphone in it. So we click on this one, and that'll be our microphone. Hit OK. And now you can see at the bottom of the screen the microphone level coming up and down. You can adjust it here with this little bar. So see how it keeps going in the red right there? You want to take it down a little bit so it never really gets to there. So now if you're talking loudly, it kind of stays right up around the yellow, red. Maybe you go down a little bit more. And that's pretty much it for that. There's lots of different add-ons you can add to it, but that'll be a whole different video because there's just so much stuff you can do. And then here is your desktop audio once again. So we'll play some sounds to make sure that's good. Play a little quick song. There it's playing there. Once again, if it's going too high, you can either turn down the volume on whatever the source is, or you can just turn this down too. And then you're good for that. You got your mute button here, so say you need to mute your mic to your stream, but you don't want to do it to everybody. Say if you're in Discord or something, you just hit this. And now your stream won't be able to hear your microphone, but you can still talk to your friends if you want to. Okay, so now you want to start streaming, say. So we'll turn everything back on. We got all that. So you're logged into your Twitch account, right? You got your Twitch up here, right here. Go on channel. And then down here in the right corner, once again, we'll just turn this off because it's a little annoying. Down here in the right corner, you can either go start streaming, start recording, studio mode settings, exit. We're gonna hit start streaming right here. And then right now you're streaming. You can also record if you want. That way you can save your videos and you can make little clips of them. That's always fun too. You've got your stream going, you've streamed everything, now you want to stop. So you hit stop streaming here, obviously, and now you're done. Okay, so now you want to monitor your chat. You can do it like this if you want, or you can also come into here, click this icon again, go creator dashboard, and then here, this is kind of where you monitor all your stream stuff. So if people talk in chat, it'll be down here. If they follow you or donate you or give you bits or anything like that, it's up in here. You can edit your stream info right here. So this is like your title and everything. So we'll say like test stream. This is if someone has notifications on for your account, this pops up in their phone. This is where you put your game in. So we'll say like Fortnite. Tags, you can go these, just leave the set ones, that's not a big deal, and hit done. So see, now it says test stream, this is what people are gonna see. Up here it shows you how many views you have in your channel, how long you've been streaming for, how many viewers you have, how many followers. This is your bitrate, so we have an excellent bitrate right now. And that's pretty much it for the start. Come down here, say you're done, hit stop streaming. And if we come back to our account, see, offline. Now we're done. Alright guys, so that's how we get set up streaming for your very first time. There wasn't a whole lot to it. We didn't really add anything extra. Those will be later videos. But I hope that made sense. I hope you can figure it out yourself, and that way you can start getting streaming in 2020. You can set those goals, you can reach them. If anything didn't make sense, comment down below. I'll try to answer them if I can. Make sure you also subscribe if you like this video, and like the video if you like the video. Keep coming back for more content, and we'll see you on the next one.